plans out and go shooting. Yeah, I know I told you so before. It's Thursday, Thirsty Thursday. So sorry I have this obnoxious tube here, but I just don't want to get rid of it. I want to keep using it. I want to have it for a backup until I can patch it. I want to use it to use my new patch kit that's at my house to patch it up and have a spare tube. And the spare tube is going to have a whole bottle of slime in it. And then hopefully I can buy some flat out this week or next week and carry that too and get one more tube. So we got the new rear tire in. I may have included a clip of the tire in the before this video, but it's not. Yeah, it's just a regular black tube with tread on it. You know what I mean? I don't. From Amazon, over 1,000 sold in the last month. I think 4.5 stars, 31 or 36 bucks, I think. And it came with a tube, and that's it. You know what I mean? There's not much to it. But if you're, we'll put it to the test, right? So
Wait.
I can look for, you know, if we want to get down to data and analytics and stuff in the future, we can, because we've kept track of everything on Amazon. So I know when I purchase some of these things, and I can know when I installed them from the videos. So the last rear tire I had on was the Highline. So I don't know how many miles the bike was at when I got that, when I installed that one, but there's a video somewhere in time that will tell us that information. And then, you know, it's basically been on there for 3 months, you know. But the mileage, right? The mileage is where it sits at. So that's the only tire that I've replaced on this bike, and so now this is the second rear tire. So we'll be able to see which one lasts longer, or, you know, which one's better than the other. Definitely feels a lot more stable. So, you know, that just having the ball tire, it's not just that, you know, the way it rides, it's not just an air thing, you know, the way it rides is totally different. Like your back end, when you have a ball tire and no tread, is constantly, it's not stable, you know what I mean? There's a reason, even with, you know, why street tires and slicks they still have some type of tread that's you have to have some sort of traction on there to keep the back end stable. So, you know, it's challenging. So I do these videos every day. So I don't share a lot of personal information, but I do share some, just because it is relevant to what we're doing sometimes. You know, because this is my life, right? Is commuting on an e-bike. So the different circumstances that I experience dictate what routes I take and why I'm riding, and where I'm riding, why I'm riding, how I'm riding, like all of that's relevant. So today we're riding to my house. We're in between hotels until 3, and I got some very sad news about an hour ago. So I hurried up and swapped my tire out, and I'm heading home. So my direct family is fine. They're safe, they're healthy, nothing happened to us. But a family member, very close family member, I'm on my wife's side. So I need to it's about 1:37, 1:40 in the afternoon. So I need to get to the house so I can be there for her and support her. So I was somewhat close with this person as well, so I'm just trying to disregard my emotions right now regarding this. I just need to be there for her, and that's my intention right now. So we're going to be taking the classic Santa Ana route, which is going to be Maine, and to the Santiago Creek Trail. And I'll try to just focus on riding my bike and not what's going on over there. So it's Thursday, so I'm gonna miss my Friday Huevos Rancheros, but lucky enough for me, because I love Mexican food. Like, I will live off of Mexican food. Like, if you said I could only have one type of food for the rest of my life, I wouldn't pick just like Mexican restaurants. I would probably pick taco trucks, even though I don't eat at them a lot. I used to live off of them for years. I lived off taco trucks for 15 years probably. But my family, hasn't really gotten into that phase anyway. So today they had shrimp a la diabla. So they were it was confusing to me though. So they had that shrimp, and it was supposed to be like a shrimp bowl, and they're serving it with white rice. I was like, what is this, like Chipotle? I was like, I'll take the shrimp Diablo, but I need refried beans, and I need Mexican rice and tortillas. And so that's what I got. They always have Mexican rice, and obviously they always have corn tortillas, so, and they always have beans, so. Wow, this tire feels nice, man. Getting hit by some gusts of wind, probably about 10 or 15 mile an hour gusts, judging from my past experience of riding in the wind. We do have somebody creeping up in the turn lane, but we're gonna get right here. So I'm not too sure where this video is going to land in my weekend, maybe on Sunday. up to Dyer. Rear tire hasn't fallen apart yet. So I'm trying to, so I published my yesterday morning's video this morning. So I have about a little over an hour of footage from yesterday. Could be an hour and a half from yesterday afternoon and yesterday evening. And then I have a 40-minute ride from this morning still. So that's 1, 2. So I have enough footage for 3 or 4 days if I use it all, but we'll have to see. I need to stay with my family. Yeah, it affects my kids as well. It's kind of interesting. I'm barely on the throttle. We're going over 28. It's kind of like when you're a kid and you get a new pair of shoes and you think it makes you run faster. My bike thinks this tire is making it drive faster, ride faster. Beautiful day in Santa Ana, man. I love it. Maybe someday I'll be able to claim this city. I don't know. I think I ride through Santa Ana more than, definitely way more than any other city. I'm filming. I didn't even look, man. Man, the performance of this bike in the daytime when it's hot like this, so good, man. Just rips. All right. We're gonna make sure we're filming. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, get him. Get him. That's right. Can't turn left in front of oncoming traffic. Yeah, we're filming. So let's check our messages. Got 2 text messages and no phone calls. All right, we're good. Back at it. You already know. You already know. Yeah, like I said, sorry about this tire, but just don't pay any attention to it. That's what I do. Little pedal action. PD. Cruising through the east side Santa Ana barrio. Gonna be creeping up on a e-biker. Really strange how some cars approach intersections. Like, you can tell a lot of people, like a huge percentage of people approach intersections with no intention of stopping, even though if there's a stop sign. Like they if they think it's clear, they are not going to come to a full stop. They're going to just keep creeping through the intersection. Which same thing I do. But like I always say, I'm not in a car. I could cause substantial damage for sure still, but I have way more visibility on a bike. I have, you know, I wouldn't say 360, but pretty damn close. In a car, you don't have that. This is a tight little section right here. I guess we're in the red light section of the ride. I was doing a
Band-Aid, a large Band-Aid on it.
tourists. So we did do a pretty similar ride to this the other day, huh? I think we went all the way to 17th Street, but kicking the crap out of this bike. The street's so rough. So rough, so tough. So rough, so tough, baby. Oh yeah, that guy's crashed out. Afternoon nap. Never a bad time for a nap when you're on the streets of Santa Ana. It's always nap time. always nap time. I just got a smell of Heineken beer. That skunky smell. I know that Heineken's an acquired taste, but man, ice cold Heineken. I used to drink that stuff by the gallons. Me and my friend Mondo would get those little mini kegs. Barbecue, drink a whole one of those between us, easy. People creeping up behind me, I don't like that. Got my hand on the filetto. Keep your hand on your filetto. No stopping anytime, read the sign. Taking it easy. Open. Is it? Or are they that's just workers leaving? Ah, it's just workers leaving. Man, it's gonna be nice. Can't wait till that park opens again. I miss it. We used to go to that park. I didn't just ride my bike through there. I used to take my daughter there too. Well, all my kids. Oh my God, this car. See that shit? Rah. Don't get mad. Don't get mad, OC commuter. That guy gave me, instead of giving me the 3 feet of space, he gave me like 3 inches of space. I saw him coming too. What I'm gonna do with my bike. I don't know if I can fit it in my car right now. And I don't know if I can make it all the way to I don't think I can make it all the way to the hotel. It's probably 7 or 8 miles. It'll be damn close. Straight. So I was watching a video today called from a YouTube channel called Me Santa Ana, and I'm subscribed to it. I don't remember subscribing to it, but anytime I see anything to do with Santa Ana, I usually that's current. That's still publishing videos. I'll subscribe. And so it looks like it's, I think I talked about it before, now that I think about it, is they roll around, they must have some kind of thing going with the Santa Ana police. And there's like a group of police, it's I don't know what you would call it, what's the word for it? We'll just call it a team of police, some kind of police program of a group of cops, and they're going around Santa Ana and finding typically like homeless people that are in bad situations, and they bring like counselors and resources to them. So I want to watch their videos. They're going to a lot of the areas that I ride through. So I left a comment on one of their videos. I'm like, I kind of want to get involved in that. Like, they're already filming, but I'm out here in the middle of this stuff all the time. Could be a valuable resource for, I don't know, for helping them out, some one way or another. Not being like being an undercover agent, nothing like that, but just helping them out, helping them find different people and talking to people and seeing what they need. I go through a lot of little nooks and crannies in the city and see a lot of things that may not be seen from a vehicle, right? All right, let's see. It's 2 o'clock. I got to figure out how to fit this bike in the car. I don't think it's going to be possible. I'm just going to have to abandon my bike at my house in the backyard. So that'll be fine as long as it doesn't rain, and then I can come back and get it tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll be in our neighborhood. Even though they're not having even if they're not having their fireworks tomorrow, we're still going to come to our neighborhood and This will be the first year we can legally do the Safe and Sane fireworks in my neighborhood. Well, we're right on the border of Villa Park, so technically we probably could have been through all these years, but we just try to err on the side of caution. So we did get fireworks today. They went and got some. We don't have a lot of extra cash, but like man, we got to get fireworks now. Like, we're going through this stuff. It's so much fun for the kids. It's one of our favorite holidays. And I cannot see anything. It's completely black to me. Gosh, look out, squirrels. Nasty little critters, but I still don't want to kill them. I've got a terrible squirrel story. I don't even know if I should say it, but I will. So I grew up in the country, and you know, my dad wasn't a hunter or anything like that, but all my friends, like, their parents were, or their dads were typically hunters and fishermen, and they did all that. So I grew up around guns, you know, and I had saved up my money. I don't know how old I was, probably 10 or 11, maybe 12, but probably closer to 10 or 11. I wanted to get a 22, and I think I told the story before. So my dad had his own business. He had a fiberglass business. Miserable work. But he's like, yeah, if you want to get a gun, you need to work. You know, I'm not going to I don't have the money to just buy you a gun. So I went and worked for him. Saved up enough money to get a 22, a Marlin 1022. It was at a welding shop called A&O Welding out in this town called Terabella. Had a 20 round clip, plastic see-through one, and then a little 7 round clip that went in the bottom. And I guess one would be considered a magazine. So semi-automatic, obviously. It was an awesome gun, man. But so we used to take the guns out and go shooting. Yeah, I know I've told this story before. And most of the time we're just shooting like bottles and cans, you know, walking through orchards, going through the orange groves. You know, sometimes we'd take some shots at jackrabbits, but they were always so far away, you know, and I never really committed to doing it because I never really wanted to kill them, you know. But then, like, one time my dad had a single bolt action, single shot long rifle. It was really strange. Just one shot, you know? Really strange gun. I have no idea where he got it. Like, I don't know what you use that gun for. It's like, I don't know. Anyway, so we went out shooting one time at this old dump out in the country, and I shot a squirrel. And it was horrible. It was like, by this irrigation pipe, and I shot at it and I hit it, but it didn't kill it, and it went into that 4-inch irrigation pipe, and it was like making the most horrific sound, and it was echoing out of that. You know, it was like a 40-foot irrigation pipe, so I couldn't get in there to get it. But I felt terrible, man. That's the only thing I think I've ever killed in my life. Like, I feel bad. I feel bad to this day about killing that damn squirrel and making it suffer like that. Anyway, that concludes my video on a nice, disturbing story of murder. Thank you so much for watching my channel, and we'll catch you on the next one.